Yo, peace. Now, these are some things that they don't tell you about in Hawaii or Hawaii. Alright, Hawaii. First off, it's the home of the Chukans, the volcano, the flowing lava. You know what I'm saying? They'll say Pele, the fire goddess. Now, you gotta know and understand that Pele is also mentioned as being the whole entire earth plane. Alright, like mother. Okay, but that part's left out of the story to our cousins out in the Pacific, you know what I mean? Because it was given a specific, timeline and history of the Amaru NAGA. Like he was born from Africa and all that, boom, 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 made slaves. Look shit like nobody in Africa. It's kind of like when you kind of compare, the Japanese and the Chinese. They'll get mad if you said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they can kind of favor, but they're not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the Amaru. And it gets even more separate by the states and the regions, all right? So, mother will be like, yo, I'm from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Mother will be like, yo, I'm from New York, B. You know what I'm saying? They do things different in New York. That's the city. Even in the country, if you go over to another country city, you know what I'm saying? You'll see they still think different, move different. It's a different vibe, different vibration, different energy swag. Same thing, all right? So, when you come to Hawaii, you're going to know. This is facts. It's the meth capital of the world, all right? So people be running around screaming and all that shit, getting possessed because they're using all of their brain. That's the real killer of the brain, you know what I'm saying? So they're using all those little healthy brain cells and they're getting turned into parasitic entities able to latch on, and then you can see the spirits that latch on to these muds through different bodies. It's not like, one person gonna decide to snap this way and the other one snaps that way. No, it's the exact same sentence, the exact same spirit, and another motherfucker. That's what we're dealing with here. It's a part of the construct of the creator, all right? So it's all in play. You just have gods and lords and lord gods and certain angels that help regulate the creator's commands. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a part of the creation. They're like, okay, we grow up, we get higher knowledge, and then we go to other worlds and we teach them, and we raise them up, see their thoughts, multiply their thoughts, see what their thoughts are going to produce, and bam, we produce prophets and seers and things of that nature. And there's going to naturally be beings who are going to see, Sargis or, the spirit realm a little bit more, and some beings who's not, but the ones who's not going to be gifted in other things as well. But this is a gift that the Sargis can show upon the rest of the tribes. And like, yo, we seen this, and this is what happens, and you know what I'm saying? Because we're light beings and we're like babies on earth. You like babies too, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Caucasians was watching this, you know what I mean? Because I know they're paying attention. I know you're paying attention. Your baby, you really the real baby, because you're like further away from creation, you know what I'm saying? You're like later on down the line, and you wasn't over in America naturally occurring, like the naturally occurring NAGA. But it was set up. It's a more and more war, meaning that it's a great war going on that was going on for some years. Real war. When niggas get into it, they get to it. They ain't just no little shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are always trying to updo another nigga. That's how it is. And we doing it on our little level. Just imagine what motherfuckers doing on their big ass level, right? So out here in the rain, staying dry, So anyhow though. So out in Hawaii, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Caucasians walking through here, and they're getting the privilege of this. They use their tactic here is more so niceness. They kind of mirror them, you know what I mean? Because it's like, these people have a spirit and a soul. Of course the Caucasian got spirits, but they don't have the soul. The soul connection shows you have the melodic, rhythmic melodies to be in tune with nature's natural bounce. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're getting approved. It's all a part of these little treaties that's been talked about in the Bible, and also in the main treaties that like these people use to keep the Marukan down. You know what I mean? So it's like, so basically, yeah. The thing that goes on over here is more so the meth is out there. Everybody says it's a haole drug. When they say haole, that means breathless, not hawa, the secure breath. They say haole, breathless. You know what I mean? So, and that they call the Caucasians that, the ones who don't lead. So it's like, damn, you gotta kind of ask, do they have a tribe, a home somewhere, or are they just on amorality law, just traveling around the world, just being nomads and just being in everybody's shit, being the middleman all over the place? You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say this to get mad at them, because we know that they can't do this on their own. They was being placed in these situations by their God at the time, which was allowed to be able to rule and conquer the Amaru Khans. Because the Amaru Khans will sleep spiritually, mentally, and physically, and then they also was in the Iron Age, which is the demise of their own culture. So they have to be raised back up by the Creator if it's a part of the construct, which it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so Nagas was in the Iron Age anyways, you know what I mean? So in that Iron Age, that began to be the conquerors' golden age at that point, you know? So when they came in, they told different parts of the story, got you believing this, that, and the third, you know, you think you're on the ball, you know, all this, and everything that Most High shows and proves, he always gives examples that it's inside of the egg. Everything's inside, all right? There's nothing outside. It's nothing without. It's all within. If you don't have it, then you're just without it, all right? So anyhow, out this way, it's a lot of sun. So when tourists come, it's mainly Caucasians from all over. It's like a treaty of like all the countries of Europe type shit. You know what I'm saying? So they all come and they come here. I love the original indigenous flag too of Hawaii. It's got the red, green, and gold colors. It's off the chain with the drum in the middle and shit. It's like, that's what it looked like to me, the drum. But I'll get into it later. But you know, their national flag is looking like Britain, British flag and all that shit. So you know they have some kind of treaty with them, you know, because they out here in the middle of the water and they don't have the protection. The dragons asleep, shit like that. But the conquerors know that they got dragons. You know what I'm saying? That we got dragons. They're connected to Amaru Khans. That goes back to a book from, you know, Return of the Ancient Ones by Empress Versa-D of the Washita Native Americans. But, you know, she just dive in a little bit. And then you just start connecting the dots, you know. Just like the continent of Pan that was sinking, you know, in the, what they say, the 17th arc cycle, the arc of Noah, you know. So, and then from there, you know, everybody went to different parts of the world and created things. But in Gautama, there was already a civilization, and that's what Amaru is. It's crazy how they call Buddha Gautama or something like that, and they got Guantanamo Bay and all that. Oh, this is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's the homeland, you know? So Nagas was already there. So they conquered the Nagas and shit, you know, took over the buildings. The buildings was already there. Boom, boom, boom. But let's get back to Hawaii. There's some buildings like that in Hawaii also. You know what I'm saying? We call them mud floods, you know, ancient Antiquitech buildings, you know what I'm saying? Just Buddhist temples, all that shit around this motherfucker. All right? So, but that's one thing you're gonna know. And they never see Nagas, and they treat the natives, Nagas, the locals. They nice to Nagas. You know, some of the Caucasians, they don't. If they've been raised here, they don't know how a Naga is. But they can't stop that recessive gene to be like that jealousy to come up. Like that's a love and hate thing. Like, you know, they love a nigga and they hate a nigga at the same goddamn time. It's like, you know, because like me, I ain't got shit, right? But me, I got the Most High, right? So, and that's peace. That's great. Because, you know what I'm saying? When they see a Naga coming into the gym and shit like that, and I get blessed, when I gave me a membership, you know, I don't know how long that's gonna last, but it's just to show you, must do be peeping how you working out and try to steal your little workout regimen and shit. But I understand it's like part of the gift, you know. And you know, eating the fruits, berries, and the melons, man. Shout out to Dr. Robert Morris, and also getting that sea moss with Dr. Sabi. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to eat that goddamn much. You got to do something creative. Anyways, I got to jump back into this because out here, when they see a Naga, they like, damn. What's the only thing that's different is that he ain't got the fucking house and the money, but he has the security. He has he's secure in himself. You know what I'm saying? He's secure with things that he do. It's the things that you face with, because a lot of the people that you see, they can't really be outside like that. You know, I gotta keep checking. They don't be outside like that, and they can't, because it's like that's hard to them now. You know what I mean? They've been mixed in and all of this stuff. Nagas ain't been mixed out. That's why it's important for you to keep the gene, to keep your gene right. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta keep it pure as possible, G. So that's showing the Creator, man, the honor to the Creator that, yo, I made this just like this. I created it just like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyhow, so that's what you have to respect out this way. They look at Nagas like they stare at you. They'll stare at you to expect you to stare back at them. Like, for some reason, you got to keep your shit straight on up. You know, your spiritual royalty, you can tell by the crown in your hair. You know, for those who never really met you and had a conversation with you, yeah, they're going to prejudge you because of the movies and what the Caucasians say about you and all that shit. All right? And, you know, they think that the mainland is the Caucasians, and it's like, no, that was given to them from a conquering that took place. You know, it's part of Christopher Columbus. All that stuff happened. All right. So, but yeah, notice coming to Hawaii, you'll see that when the tourists come here, they bring these energies from that mainland, and when they bring them energies here, it's like it brings in sorrow, sadness. You can feel it in there because this is more of a spiritual place. This is not like the land of resources to bring you back to another land and this, that, and the third. This is like straight up spiritual enlightenment, healing. All of that shit happens here. You know what I mean? It's the breath. You know, so because they don't want to let you do a lot of activity. It wants to sit you down in a place so you can just chill, and that's what it does here. You know what I'm saying? But people really stare at NAGA stuff. Like right now, I got a car driving past me. I'm pretty sure it's a man, and he's staring. On certain sides of the island, there's certain different, you know, cultural things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So you got other cultures that's here as well, not just Hawaiians and stuff like that. Remember, they're the top of the sea. You know. So anyhow, but they're trying to place them on the bottom by giving them these drugs, some kind of mind altering chemical that they ain't got to ship in, but they can just make it. That's where the meth come in at. And a lot of people say, yo man, that's a holly drug, that's a white drug, you know what I'm saying? Because it destroys you. And they're not really completely fucked up all the way, you know what I'm saying? They still have a chance, but they're working their way in with the charm. That's what they removed one of my videos talking about out here, because I'm telling you, man, there's a mud flood out here. That means that a Hawaiian didn't build that. It's like the same type of structure, what they call the pyramid of Giza or whatever, but better. That's all. It's built into the earth. So yeah, with that being said, that's what you'll see. And as a NAGA, you know, they like you. You know, just pay attention to the nature. Pay attention to the people when it comes to that, unless they meet you, because it's your vibe, your energy, everything's your spirit currency works over here. It's not like just regular money. It's spirit currency, because that's what brings it to you. You know, brings certain things to you. So that's just really what it is. And you're gonna see that a lot. You know, homelessness is only really, you'll see a lot of Caucasians that's homeless here. You'll see that a whole bunch. Shit, I'm out there. I call me out in the elements. I've been in wintertime, been all kind of different places. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that's like we never found a tribe where they normally exist at. Like, where do you exist? Where can we find you existing in nature, mother? You know, when the Nagas, we know there was these dudes in nature somewhere. You know, so this is how it is, man. It means you came with the creation, goddamn it. You know what I mean? And other Nagas too. You know what I mean? That's basically like to sum it up, that could be the tribes of Israel type stuff. You know, only the tribes of Israel can mate with each other. Those are the faithists, the ones who truly believe in their heart of the Creator. You know? So yeah. Anyhow, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it on up right there. I don't want to get too long and winded. But that's what you'll expect here. I mean, that's what you'll see here. You see a lot of them on the street. Surprisingly, you'll see them get pulled over more than you, but it depends the frequency. It's really the frequency. Then you'll see the race and culture who's subjected to that frequency due to their genetic makeup. And you have the genetic makeup to go all the way up and down. So you ain't got to sit on a certain frequency. You can go up to the most high frequency. You can go to the love frequency too. You know what I'm saying? So you start seeing things with the heart. So what is it? 4 and 3 and 2? That's 7. 8, 9, that's 9. So that shows and proves born. Born is complete. That's where it's complete. You know what I mean? So that being said, know and understand yourself, become a master. And but that's what you'll see when you get out this way. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? But focus on nature, focus on healing, focus on the Creator and healing, which is just releasing and chilling. Alright? Celibacy season. Alright, that's what we doing here. We're raising the Kundalini all the way to the top. Getting light, getting lit. I'll be with you in the next one. Peace.